Hi there, Jamie Keat here today at Teachers Tech. Hope you're having a great day today. Today I want to give you 10 quick, powerful tips for PowerPoint. These tips are just going to make your presentations look that much better and speed up the whole process of creating them. If you're looking for some other great tips for Microsoft products, check in the description down below or the cards and I'll link it that way. Let's get started on these tips today. And remember, I do these weekly tech tips, and if you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. You want to save some time getting a great looking design for your PowerPoint? Try this. So all I've done so far is write a title on here and put one image. If you go over to the menu and hit design, look at the very end for design ideas. So when I click on this, look at the ideas it's going to give me right away just to do with this, with the two things I've entered. So if I find something I like, go ahead and click on it and it's there. A great way to speed up your design. You ever want your font to match the color that you have in a certain image on a slide? Well, you can do that easily with the eyedropper. So if you go just up to here, select your text that you want to have colored, highlight it, go right up to here to the font color, click on it, and click the eyedropper. So when you click the eyedropper, you can bring it over any part of the screen and it's going to select the color. So if I want it to be the same as this car, from this point it gives you a little preview there. If I click on it, you can see how it changes. So just go simply highlight, click down beside the font color, the eyedropper, and then select the color that you want. I like having my presentations looking professional, and the way I want to do that is aligning my pictures to the exact point on every slide the same, or making sure they're aligned a certain way on a page. So how I do this is I go over to View up top and then take a look under Ruler, Guidelines, Grid Lines, and Guides. So if I turn on Guides at first here and just click this box, you notice how I get these crosshairs. I can move these, I can adjust this, I can grab. So if I knew I wanted to line up on the side all the time, I can bring this over, and let's say I wanted this. Now when I grab an image, I can move it right up into that corner and it will align with wherever I had those guidelines to help me find it. The other thing I can do is turn on my grid lines, and so it even gives me more options to move images around to make sure I can align different pictures up the same, just to make sure that they're all exactly the same. Because sometimes, if you're like me, I don't like them when they're a little off if I'm trying to get that straight line, and this helps a lot. You can also use your ruler if you're looking for the measurements, just to keep everything the same. There's one more option. If you click the little box down below under the show here, you can actually have it set to snap to grid. So if you, this I find handy because if you get it to a certain spot, you can just bring it to it and it'll snap to those spots on the grid. You can see how you have some grid settings with your spacing. And then if you get everything the way you want, you can go ahead and set as default and this will remember it. A cool transition is the morph transition. Let me show you how this works. So go ahead and just duplicate a slide that you're on here. Now go up to your transitions up at the top, click on morph, make sure you have the slide selected, and then just click on an image, move these images around in a different spot, go back, click morph again, and you're going to see how the movement is between the two different slides. Removing the background is a fantastic feature in PowerPoint. So all you have to do is go ahead and click on the image that you want to remove the background from, and you see Format up top. Go ahead, click on that. Right over on the left-hand side, we have Remove Background. So at this point, all we have to do is go ahead and right away it detects the background here, but notice it has the nose in place, and that it would take off the nose. So what you do is go up here, mark areas to keep, so select that, and then I'm just going to draw a space around there so you can see now how it's been detected on it. So everything looks good to me. When I like what I have, all I have to do is hit Keep Changes, and you can see I've removed the background on my image. Want to add an equation on PowerPoint by writing it? Go ahead and do this. Go up top to Insert, go over to Equation, use the drop down on it, go down to the very bottom and click Ink Equation. When you click on that, you can go ahead and write your equation. So if I was writing this one, and then you can go ahead and hit the insert, but notice you could erase, select incorrect, or clear. I'm going to go ahead and insert, and I have the equation inside my PowerPoint. Let me show you a great shortcut for reordering list. So I have this list here numbered, and maybe I want the fifth one in a different spot, and I don't want to go through and deleting and rewriting again. All you have to do is just simply highlight what you want, hold down your Alt Shift, and then use the arrow keys to place it where you want. You can see how quickly I can move it around, and this way I don't have to go ahead and delete it and rewrite it. Here's another great shortcut if you want to make a copy of something. Just simply click on whatever, so whether it be on your font, hold down Control. When you drag, you're going to create a copy. So same thing with an image. If you take it, hold down Control, drag, you've made a copy. That can save some time. If you add a shape in PowerPoint, you can still customize it after you add it. So if I go up and go over to my shapes, and I'll just put something simple in here to demo, and I draw a shape, take a look at the edit shape over here. So if I do the drop down and go to edit points, I can click on it. Now I can grab the points on it and change the shape. The other thing you can do is also right click on the line edit. You can see you can add points to it. So you can add as many points, and you can still manipulate the shape to get it exactly the way you want. Make your charts more exciting with animation. So go ahead with the chart that you've put in already, click on it, make sure you go up top to where you see animations, and you have all these choices. So I'll just pick float in for this example, but I don't want the whole chart to float in at once. I want to break it down into the series. So you can see effect options. If I go ahead and click on this, I have all these different options here. So I'm going to say by series. So now if I was giving a presentation, I could maybe specify as the different series were coming in, just to make them a little bit more exciting when presenting. I hope these 10 tips will come in useful for you the next time you're creating a PowerPoint. If you have some great ideas and maybe some great tips in PowerPoint, write it down in the description below. I'd love to hear from you, and then I can collect some more ideas to create another video and share it with everybody too. So thanks for watching this week. Remember, I do these weekly tech tips, and check out those other videos if you're into the Microsoft tips. I'll see you next time.